Turn your Google Sheets into a true database. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jack Tompkins with Pineapple Consulting Firm, always trying to help the small business world become more data-driven. So Sheets is really useful. A lot of people don't know about BigQuery, though. So here's how to translate a Sheets file into BigQuery. The use case for this, obviously you can automate a lot of data into Sheets. That's pretty easy. You can automate data into BigQuery as well. But the use case that we're going to dive into is when you need some sort of manual component. For example, we have a client that has a bunch of emails that need to be categorized into, their marketing emails need to be categorized into different types of emails. The example that we're going to walk through is having financial data with specific clients and then mapping those specific clients to something that wouldn't show up in the data normally, but you want that kind of manual mapping component to it. So simple use case, but really it's the functionality of Sheets into BigQuery. And how does that work? I'll show you how. Okay, so here we are in Google Sheets. Again, use case doesn't really matter. There's a couple of big ones. We're focusing on functionality. We can map this to specific emails and email types. In this example, again, we are doing different customers and their different packages that probably don't show up in the raw data, in the financial data. So this would be a manual mapping. So again, plenty of use cases here, but the functionality is the most important part. So for all we want to do is just classify customers. If you can see in our transaction data, I've got transactions here, top 1,000. You can see they come through as just customer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. We want to do some additional classification of that. So we're going to add something into support data, and we are going to show you how. So first up is add data. Then we're going to search here for Sheets, Google Sheets, BigQuery Federation. And now this is the drive URL. So we just need to come in here, copy this, paste it in there. Sheet range, always have to do this single quote feature as well. What's A to B? Because we have a space in the name here, we need to do that single quote. If we had an underscore here, we'd be fine, but we don't. So what data set, we're going to add this to support data. This is just a personal preference. I like to kind of separate the different data sources essentially. And now we're going to call this client underscore mapping. Now the schema part, it's easy to click auto detect, but sometimes it doesn't work. I'm going to show you the result of that. If you do click auto detect, sometimes it just comes out as string field 0 and string field 1. We want the actual names of the fields, meaning customer and group. So we are not going to auto detect. We're actually going to throw this in here, and you can go to Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever, to get what that script should be. So you can see here, all I did, I just screenshotted this and said, make me the schema for BigQuery. So I'm going to copy this in here. We're going to jump to BigQuery again, just paste that in. And then the last thing is advanced options. We're just going to skip the header row because we know that's not an actual row of data. It is truly just a header. So we're going to create table here. And now we can see in client mapping, we've got customers and group. And if we wanted to check that out, make sure it comes through okay, we can just select star from it and we should see perfect. It's exactly what we were hoping for. Labeled correctly, actual info coming through. If we don't do this schema text, schema script, whatever you want to call it, and we just did auto detect, sometimes it'll come through like this, string field 0, string field 1. If we query that, it still ends up being the same data, but obviously if we're going to reference this, we want to reference the actual name. So that's why this client mapping version with this schema text ends up working a lot better most of the time. And again, easy to do. You don't really have to think about it. Just any AI will create it for you. So from there, you can obviously do any sort of querying, combining tables, loading up into a database, bigger database, or a dashboard, anything like that. But that's the functionality. Super useful, super easy, and it does update automatically too, which is pretty nice. So what I won't show here, but if you change something in Sheets, then you just hit refresh on BigQuery, it'll automatically pick it up and automatically sends it to any database that's connected to it or any dashboard that's connected to it too, which is pretty sweet. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions on this. We love helping the small business world become more data driven, and we love using BigQuery as a data warehouse. Reach out.